Hi, I'm here today with BP's consultants to discuss their new 5-year strategic plan. So they've just created this new plan alongside the vision statement to bring inspiration and innovation to energy as we know it. So as part of this plan, there are two main objectives, one of which is to increase their competitive advantage in advantaged oils, and the second is to increase and expand their wind energy operations. So first of all, what is advantaged oil and how do you plan to increase BP's competitive advantage in this?
So crude oil comes in different qualities and therefore price. And currently BP has an advantage in advantaged oil, which refers to them being able to take lower quality crude oils and still profitably refine them. So we propose that they deepen their competitive advantage in advantaged oil, which would allow them to profitably refine cheaper oils than their rivals. The first way that we propose they do that is by investing more money into R&D. And secondly, by partnering with or having a strategic alliance with a refinery such as Phillips 66, which also have a competitive advantage in advantaged oil.
So as part of this strategic plan, you've also said that BP will try and improve its access to crude oil. So how do you plan on doing this?
Well, in general, refineries receive crude oil through rail, pipelines, ships, etc. In transporting oil, there needs to be some sort of compromise between the price of transportation and proximity to markets. So we are increasing our number of tidewater sites in order to ensure low-cost marine transport. It's also important that we adapt to new crude oil sources as well as advances in technology. This will allow us to remain profitable and maintain sustainability.
Also, as a third method, you suggested that BP expand their overseas oil locations. So how do you plan on doing this?
Our plan is to expand into the Santos Campos region of Brazil. We already have lucrative offshore assets there, so we would like to utilise our low production cost from the vast quantities, approximately 123 billion barrels of oil that are there. We aim to modernise our pipelines and with a new design, improve upon our exploring technology and improve upon the materials we use for our drill ships. And finally, our shareholders should expect to see a return on the 1.2 billion project within a year of launch. And because of our investment into the new pipeline technology, we're unlikely to see a repeat of the Gulf of Mexico oil spill.
Okay, so your second objective is quite different to your first, and that is to expand your renewable operations, focusing on wind energy. And why are you looking into India to expand your operations in this?
So, with most of our competitors investing into either range of renewables or solar power, we made a decision to strengthen BP's position in the wind sector and also aim to explore markets perhaps outside of our traditional scope. India's economy is soon expected to overtake China's, and India's wind market has both untapped potential and strong governmental support. So BP saw an opportunity to address rising energy demand of the region and perhaps explore the opportunities for expansion.
Leading on from that point, why have you specifically chosen to go into offshore wind? And if you create an offshore wind farm, do you think this will be up and running in the next 5 years?
So when we're looking at the development in technology in the wind industry has been rapid. It's very cost efficient and it has a huge potential for the future. And regarding your question about how long it's going to take, hopefully if everything goes to plan, we're hoping to complete the project within 4 to 4.5 years.
So why have you chosen to go forwards with a strategic alliance with Siemens Gamesa for this project?
So currently BP's experience with offshore is quite limited. So all of our wind farms that we have in the US are currently onshore, and Siemens has a great deal of experience with offshore. They've also been exposed to the Indian market, and we believe that their input would be of real quality and will really help our project be a success.
Okay, so you've also mentioned the possibility of storing any extra energy from this wind farm in batteries in a project with Tesla. Can you tell me a bit more about this project and what you expect to gain from it in the future?
So currently we're working with Tesla to integrate some of their battery systems into one of the BP's US wind farms, and if the project proves to be successful, we will be able to integrate similar systems into all of our future renewable projects and address the problems, for example, such as inconsistency in national grids or underdeveloped areas.
Okay, well, that sounds very interesting. Thank you everyone for your time, and we look forward to seeing the outcome of these two projects in the future.